Good morning, I'm Angelo Castro III.
I'm Angela and we are the Castros.
Yes,
Happy Monday!
Happy Monday. It's a new week. More stories to come. Nadagdagan ng mga
Parang sad ka.
Hindi, nadagdagan ng mga tumatakbo.
Oo, grabe.
Hindi man tumatakbo. Let me rephrase.
Sabi ko nga,
nadagdagan ang mga nawawala.
Nawawala. Ang pinaghahanap ngayon ng ng Congress si Attorney Harry Roque.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi
pero sabi
siya
naman
in
kasi,
contempt.
sabi ni Attorney Harry Roque, hindi naman daw dinala sa opisina niya. Unless he has other offices na hindi natin alam, di ba?
Ayun.
So, yun ang
Kala
claim
ko nga
nila.
may mangyayari na naman over the weekend eh.
Oo.
Naloloka na ako. Parang ilang weekend na yung may mga pasabog.
No, but legally naman kasi, what he can do is wait it out. Pag na-terminate yung hearing, wala na yung arrest warrant.
Oo.
Anyway, madami tayong pag-uusapan today.
May duran-duran pa.
Favorite,
Hindi ko alam kung mainis ako, mainggit ako eh.
Ako mainggit ako. Favorite band ko yun eh. That's my favorite. But anyway, we're serving you news in a countdown.
All that before your second cup of coffee. This is Brunch. Okay, before we start the countdown, we have a breaking news. Former President Donald Trump was targeted again in an attempted assassination at his golf club in Florida. The U.S. Secret Service agents noticed an AK-style rifle sticking through the shrubbery 400 yards away from Trump. The agents fired and the gunman dropped the rifle and fled in an SUV. They recovered the firearm along with 2 backpacks, a scope used for aiming, and a GoPro camera. The gunman was later arrested by law enforcement in a neighboring county. Trump is now safe and well. This happened 9 weeks after he survived another assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. Okay, this is the second. July 13 yung unang assassination attempt niya sa Pennsylvania. And what do we know so far?
GoPro, well, he was trying to take a video of it. I don't know about what GoPro that is kasi kung medyo yung mga older models yan, hindi kaya niya mag-stream.
Yeah.
So he's trying to record the act of trying to get to kill Donald Trump using an AK-47 and a scope. Now, AK-47s, they're Russian-made firearms, but they're widely available sa US.
Yeah.
Oo.
So what do we know so far? Ito yung person of interest, yung suspect, has already been detained. Ang pangalan niya ay Ryan Wesley Routh. He's already 58 years old.
Tanda na.
Matanda na siya. And he has several cases, mga minor offenses. And one of which, yung mga failed to pay taxes on time. And yun, mga 8 arrests daw yun, yung mga nakita sa kanya sa mga federal courts. Tapos marami siyang mga tweets,
About,
about yung mga self-involvement daw niya
sa
supposedly sa Ukraine.
War,
Yung mga ganun. Yun pa lang yung mga details na nilalabas ngayon eh.
I've heard about several analysts saying why are there two failed assassination attempts against Trump. Now they might want to look at daw if they were the Secret Service daw kasi retired na to eh. They might want to take a look at daw if there is one group that is trying to get Trump down just to ensure na hindi siya manalo sa eleksyon. So they have to take a look at daw sino ba ang mga babanggain ni Trump if he wins. Kasi Trump is very combative. So, di ba? So of course there are a lot of businesses that will fail kung mga ibang policies niya papasok. So a lot of companies are protecting their interests. Pero si President Donald Trump is a businessman kasi so ang sinasabi nila, hindi daw masusuhulan si Trump. So that's why, mag-iingat-ingat.
Kasi yung una, di ba, nagalusan siya
sa tenga,
di ba? Dumugo pa yan. Ngayon naman, sabi wala naman.
Philadelphia ata yan?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
So ngayon, during a rally, pero ito kasi sa may golf course.
Sa may golf course.
Wala naman nangyari.
400 meters away from him.
Abangan po natin yung ibang developments
this is developing naman eh. Okay, let's start our countdown with sports. Malacanang held a concert in anticipation of our country hosting the Men's World Championship of the International Volleyball Federation or FIVB. The audiences in the concert included the FIVB and Philippine National Volleyball Federation officials. Members of the national volleyball team, Alas Pilipinas, were also present in the event. The FIVB Men's World Championship will take place from September 12 to 28, 2025. The organizing committee of FIVB Men's Finals hopes the tournament can boost the country's sports tourism.
Main event siya in terms of the sports, pero sa tourism, appetizer lang yan eh. once they're here, we can advertise na yung islands natin, yung mountains natin, yung culture, yung food natin, di ba?
Napasayaw naman ako dun sa background
Dancing
music
Queen.
ni
Hindi, pero
Senator
maganda
Alan
yan,
Peter
ha?
Cayetano.
Hosting world championships from different sports to attract yung mga delegations. Kasi may kasamang pamilya yan, may kasamang trainer, so they can go around. Oo. Makikita mo, magtataasan ng mga poster dyan ng Boracay.
Ganon?
Hindi, kasi yun ang hinahanap ng mga tourists when they're here. Top of mind. Pero if I were them, maglabas ka ng posters ng ibang beaches na madaming magagandang beaches aside from Boracay na hindi pa nila alam. Oo, discover the Philippines, ika nga.
Sige. Kung ano, one concert to another concert, ha? Let's continue with our countdown. Next in our countdown, Olivia Rodrigo may have effectively thwarted scalpers through her concert's ticketing system. Netizens pointed out the ticket guidelines after fans stormed the online selling on Saturday. According to the management, tickets are non-transferable and a valid ID is needed upon entry. This comes after scalpers started selling each ticket up to 15,000 pesos, which originally cost only 1,500.
Pero
Ayan.
lilinawin ko, nung una inisip ko, nga na, baka it's the end of scalpers. No?
Oo.
Pero looking at yung mga pages, I don't think it's the end kasi they found another way of doing it.
Paano?
So nakikita ko ang...
Pero kailangan mo ng
ito
ID
nga,
Oh.
ang requirement ng SM is the primary person who purchased the tickets lang ang kailangan ng ID. So if you look at the concert marketplace Facebook page, meet up at venue. In other words, if 3 tickets available, 4th po ang magpapasok sa inyo. So kung baga ginawang business, kunyari ako, bibili ako ng ticket na 4, may ID ang ginamit ko, card ang ginamit ko, di ba? Di dapat pangalan ko nandun. Yung 3 kasama ko, bilin sa akin yung ticket na extra 3, ipapasok ko sila sa venue.
Sayang, kala ko pa naman na natigil na yung usapin ng ang tawag dito ng scalper. Pero tignan natin. Ang dami kasi talagang ang tawag dito yung traffic sa online eh. Okay, sige. Let's continue with our countdown.
Our top 8 is about the weather. Patuloy pa rin magdala ng payong dahil binabantayan ngayon ng Pag-asa ang hindi lang isa o hindi 3 weather disturbances na nakapalibot sa bansa. Para makakuha ng update tungkol dito, makakausap natin si Pag-asa weather forecaster Alzar Aurelio.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning po. Po yung una, meron tayong binabantayang bagyong Hiner na dating low pressure area nasa bandang east of Central Luzon. Kaninang alas 7 ng umaga, ito ay nasa layong 315 kilometers east-northeast ng Kasiguran, Aurora. Isa siyang tropical depression na kung saan ang lakas ng hangin nito ay umaabot sa 45 kilometers per hour. Dahil dito, nataas tayo ng tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 sa eastern at central portion ng mainland Cagayan, Isabela, Quirino, eastern portion ng Nueva Vizcaya, eastern and southern portion ng Apayao, Kalinga, eastern and central portion ng Mountain Province, Ifugao, Aurora, eastern portion ng Nueva Ecija, at northern portion ng Quezon kasama ang Pulilo Island. Itong magiging bagyong Hiner ay inaasang ito kikilos generally westward at maaaring pong dumaan dito sa Central Luzon. Posible pong maglandfall ito maaaring bukas sa may Aurora, Quezon area. At samantala, ang southwest monsoon ang nakapekto sa Southern Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. So, ibig sabihin, halos buong bansa ay makakaranas ng maulan na panahon. At ang mga pagulan, lalo po yung malalakas na pagulan, ay sa nakitang namin concentrated sa bandang sa western section ng Southern Luzon hanggang Mindanao. Katulad ng Palawan, Mindoro Provinces, Western Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, at Farm. Plus, itong mga lugar na nasa ilalim ng tropical cyclone wind signal dahil sa bagyo. Yan po ang ating update. Ang susunod pong update sa binabantayan po nating bagyong Hiner ay mamaya pong 11 o'clock ng umaga.
Yes, Alzar, I'd just like to ask, we're midway through September already. So how many more bagyo ang aasahan natin bago matapos ang buwan?
Ang forecast po namin ay 2 hanggang 3 bagyo. So nakadalawa na po tayo, so may isa pa pang bagyo tayong hinihintay.
Okay.
Linawin ko lang, Alzar, itong isa, si Hener, nandito na ba siya sa Philippine Area of Responsibility?
Opo, nasa loob na siya ng park.
Nasa loob na siya. Pero itong yung tropical storm Pulasan, papasok ba siya sa ating bansa?
Nasa labas pa rin siya at posible pumasok yan sa PAR, maaaring sa Miyerkules. Ang galaw nito, katulad ni paggalaw ni Perdi, dadaan po sa right corner ng PER po.
Yung pagpasok nito ni Pulasan, magla-landfall ba siya sa atin o hindi?
Kung gano'n ang magiging pagkilo sa daan sa right corner ng PAR, hindi siya magla-landfall.
Okay. And base dun sa sinabi mo, whatever it is, expect na natin yung mga pag-ulan dahil na rin sa hanging habagat.
Yes po, kasama na rin po ang bagyo.
Do we have gale warning?
Opo, sa gale warning, mostly po dito sa western section ng Luzon, ng southern Luzon at Visayas po.
Doon sa may bandang Mount Canlaon, kasi sinasabi nila they fear of yung threat ng lahar kung umulan doon, tapos pagpatuloy na magbubuga ng usok doon. Doon ba may mga pag-ulan din na mangyayari?
Opo, yun pong di magandang balita, maulan pa rin po sa western Visayas po.
Alright, sige. Maraming salamat sa iyong oras. That was our weather forecaster, Adsar Aurelio mula Pag-asa. Alright, sige. Coming up, Pastor Apollo Kibuloy pleaded not guilty to his charges.
And may kapalit na ba ang BRP Teresa Magbanua after it left the Escoda show last week?
Oo, naku, yan isa pang mainit na balita yan na pwede natin pag-usapan mamaya. But we are just,
Ba't puro Tagalog na binibigay sa akin? Dapat sa'yo yun, ha?
Baligtad. We are just getting started, mga kapatid. More of our top 10 news when Brunch returns. Keep it here on One News. Good morning. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Ngayon po ay Monday, diba?
And,
September 16. Happy birthday sa aking Mother Earth. Hi, Mama. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And roughly, 3 months, a little over 3 months till Christmas.
Oo nga, 100 days
100
to go.
days. So,
Sabi
kasi
nga ni Ralph Domingo.
September, October, November. Oh, wow.
100 days na nga lang. Oh, ready na ba yung Alam mo na ba yung regalo mo sa akin? Batiin ko lang yung mga nanonood sa atin dito sa YouTube, si Oscar N, Ronald Maxtay, Gary Co, Daisy Cancho, and Tito Naldi, Geraldine Balolong, at saka si Renato Nieto, si Tita Esther Abaya dito sa Facebook, Raf Domingo, Christian Cabalquinto, Sampo Kimpo,
good morning sa
and
inyong
Gary
lahat.
Field.
Happy Monday, ha? Dami pang balita. So, let's move on.
Coming in at our 7th spot, Senate President Pro Tempore Jinggoy Estrada vows to restore the office of the Vice President's budget. In a radio interview, Estrada says Vice President Sara Duterte needs the budget for her office to function. The senator adds that the Senate will likely uphold the tradition of swiftly approving the OVP's budget. A House committee slashed the OVP's budget by over $1 billion after Duterte refused to attend the hearing or answer queries.
Baka hindi naman ata naintindihan kasi ang pagka-slash naman, tinanggal lang yung functions na may burial assistance, medical assistance, at linipat sa proper agencies which is DSWD.
Parang may pagka-redundant, kumbaga.
Oo, mga DSWD functions saka yung sa PAGCOR, PCSO functions, nililipat lang naman daw doon. It's not, in effect, hindi naman sinasabi ng House, tatanggalan ng budget na hindi ka maka-operate. They will still give VP Sara the basic budget that needs
Kailangan
that will operate,
diba?
that will, number one, pay for the salaries. Number two, effectively pay for the main office. So, how they spend that, it's up to them. So, hindi
Saka
naman
tinanggal yung mga satellite offices niya. Kasi medyo taas-taas din yung renta eh.
Yes.
Kung ito-total mo, di ba?
I hope na sa Senate, they don't swiftly approve it if it's the original budget na request ni VP Sara. It's because, look, yung sa PhilHealth nga, hindi natin mabigay yung tamang case rate sa mga taong nangangailangan. So, why don't we reallocate some malaking budget na over 1 billion, di ba, into PhilHealth, pasok natin sa DSWD,
Totoo.
pasok natin sa DOH, may problema tayo sa dengue, sa DILG, di ba, campaigns to eradicate dengue. Ang daming pwedeng paglagyan ng pondo na redundant.
Actually nga, sabi nga nila nakakuha daw sila ng parang surprisingly ally si Vice President Sara Duterte sa mga senador. Especially ito kay Senator Joel Villanueva. 'Di ba? Alam naman natin na hindi naman talaga sila magkaalyado niyan. At sinasabi niya, respect daw yung tradition na usually parang ever since na alam natin na pagdating sa two highest officials of the land ay pagdating niyan sa Presidente at Vice President, pag pinag-uusapan ng budget ay traditionally formalities na lang tapos ina-approve na agad. Pero parang feeling ko, why do we need to stick in that with that tradition? Hindi ba is it high time na busisiin din natin, lalo na ito yung two highest officials on the land, kung saan nila ginagastos yung mga budget?
If we were to espouse yung program ni Bongbong Marcos, President Bongbong Marcos, which is Bagong Pilipinas, 'di ba? Meaning everything is new, out with the old, di ba? So sana naman the Senate thinks about that, na Bagong Pilipinas, why do we have to swiftly, out of respect, pass the budget which is coming from taxpayers' money?
Yes, exactly.
Instead, di ba, pag-aralan nyo mabuti, saan ba na pupunta? Now, yung President, maintindihan ko. The President has to have a lot of leeway in spending his money. But the OVP is just the word they use is a spare tire. Wala naman official function ang OVP. Not like the US Vice President na may function siya as na nagpre-preside over the Senate. Yan ang role ng ng Vice President sa US. Dito, kung ano yung i-appoint sa kanya ng presidente, yun ang magiging role ng Vice President. Ngayon, give her what she really needs to operate, to have the office, and some ibang programa niya na meron. Pero para magbigay ng redundant packages na ikakalat mo pa sa satellite offices.
So dapat talaga
do away with that.
ma-approve at ma-modify yung merits ng mga budget proposal na yon, regardless of whoever yung nakaupo dun sa agency na yon. Yun yung para sa akin na, sige, Bagong Pilipinas, di ba? Kasi pera ng bayan yan eh. Whoever, kung sino yung mga nakaupo doon, kahit anong agency yan, dapat talagang tawag doon, siniscrutinize kung ano yung mga pinaglalaanan ng budget. Regardless kung sino ka pa nakaupo dyan.
Courtesy, kasi alam mo, reminders,
I think it's high time to do that.
Reminders sa mga legislators natin, the money that they're dealing with is not their money.
Yeah.
Pera ng taong bayan yan, coming from effectively taxes. And taxes natin are also paying their salaries to do their job for us.
Exactly.
Diba? If that's the case, then do your jobs. Huwag nyo sasabihin na ipasa na natin out of respect. No. What the House is doing, the lower house, yan maganda-ganda yan that they're scrutinizing it regardless kung sino ka pa.
Oo. Kailangan lang sa House maging consistent sila.
Kasi for sure ibabangga nila yan sa...
Para hindi masasabi na
sa BICAM
pinupoliticize lang nila.
Diba, ibabangga nila yan sa mga committee, sa Senate and then the House.
Magpe-plenary debate
debate sila. So magkakaroon ng compromise naman yan. So let's see saan mapupunta ang kompromiso na ito.
Exactly.
Okay,
Alright, let's continue with our countdown.
Now, returning to our countdown, at the 6th spot is former lawmaker Arnie Teves. His legal camp denied the Justice Department's report that he will be returned to the Philippines soon. Attorney Ferdinand Topacio insisted that Teves cannot be deported from Timor-Leste to the Philippines because the two countries do not have an extradition treaty. He added that a deportation can be considered as unconstitutional in Timor-Leste because Teves is still facing threats to his life.
Kapag ikaw ay in danger of life imprisonment or death, kung ikaw ay manganganib ang buhay mo, kung ikaw ay tinatapakan ang civil rights mo and political rights mo doon sa bansa na humihingi ng pag-extradite sa iyo, hindi nila kayo i-extradite.
Justice Secretary Boying Remulla said Topacio's claims are, quote, fake news. He reiterated that Teves is coming back to the Philippines within the month. The expelled lawmaker is facing multiple charges for the death of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo and others.
So dun sa mga papers or documents that he presented, si Attorney Topacio, sinasabi niya na a new trial would be conducted on the extradition treaty.
Yes,
Meaning, yung first request ng Pilipinas through DOJ is null and void already. Yun yung kanyang pinangangatawanan ngayon. And we all know naman, on the side of DOJ, sinabi ni Secretary Boying Rimulya, ito ay fake news.
Yeah.
Tuloy daw ang extradition na usapan natin between Timor-Leste and the Philippines at mapapauwi na sooner or later itong si former Congressman Teves.
Wala
Arnie Teves.
bang extraordinary rendition dyan sa Timor-Leste? Baka pwede nilang i-consider yan. No, I mean, that is granted
Yeah.
naman in several countries.
Exactly.
And mas lalo na ngayon that Arnie Teves is branded, not branded, but he's categorized as a terrorist.
Terrorist, diba?
Dito. So,
Oo.
yan ang, di ba, mga charter sa UN. If you're a terrorist, nasa list ka
Tsaka
na.
I heard, diba, this is from the DOJ, dito sa atin. Sinabi nila, ang Timor-Leste cannot wait daw to give Teves kasi ayaw na nila ng criminal sa bansa nila. Yun ang sinabi nila. So, for context lang, Teves is facing 10 counts of murder.
And he is
12 counts of frustrated murder and 4 counts of attempted murder before the Manila Regional Trial Court Branch.
And he is tagged
51.
as a terrorist in the Philippines. So, hindi po kami nagsasabi nun. Yun lang po ang nakatag sa kanya talaga officially.
Based on tayo, facts.
Based on facts.
So, tingnan natin kung sino talaga yung nagsasabi ng totoo. Pag dumating na dito, baka weekend na naman si Arnie Teves. Tingnan natin.
Usually naman, that's they fly high-profile people. Usually sa weekend.
On a weekend,
Oo,
eh, no?
because number one, yung busy schedule ng mga airlines tsaka airport, tinitignan nila ng mabuti kung saan. And
Usually,
usually
mga yan sa mga, parang kay Kiboy, di ba,
Oo.
sa Villamor Air.
and usually the red eye flights ang tinitignan nila, meaning yung mga late flights that
Yes,
arrive
late.
early morning. Oo, para to avoid complications.
Alright, sige, let's continue with our countdown. On our top 5 is Alice Go's alleged body double. The supposed doppelganger of the dismissed mayor shows up at the National Bureau of Investigation. The woman alias Kath arrived on Friday afternoon to speak to NBI Assistant Director Lito Magno. She resembles Alice in hair length, build, and complexion, and she also wears glasses. Magno says the woman didn't give away much, but she was ready to attend the Senate hearings on the matter.
Makakatulong siya doon sa ating mga ginagawang pag-iimbestiga, no? Particularly sa backtracking natin, kung talaga bang yung mga aligasyon na gumagamit ng double si Mayor Alice ay mapapatunayan natin kung totoo o hindi.
Pero hindi siya chinita no?
Hindi, yung dating pag nakikita mo
Yung datingan, parang
mababa yung
biglang
mask.
tingin, ganun.
Pero pag mataas yung mask, medyo pwede pa eh. Kung titignan mo yun yung video, tignan mo. Yung hulma ng hair, oo. Yung katawan, oo. Pero pag kita mo medyo lang tight na sa eyes, makikita mong hindi.
Oo. Ano kaya ang sasabihin niya sa susunod na Senate hearing?
Ayan,
Malamang,
Ayan, kita mong hindi na eh.
oo, pag malapitan.
Oo, naku, may sisikat na naman sa social media.
Abangan natin sa susunod na Senate hearing. Pero yun nga sinasabi nila, most probably, kasi siya yung kumontak doon sa, I forgot his name, yung lawyer, yung nagno-notary.
Yeah. Oo.
What's his name? Oh my
Baka
gosh.
ito ang pumunta sa lawyer na yon, di ba?
Oo.
If he can prove that his doppelganger was the one who went there at hindi alam ng lawyer, then that saves the lawyer's
Then,
career.
oo, that saves the
But
lawyer's
kung
career.
napatunayan nito na hindi siya yung pumunta and she speaks out and said hindi siya yon, yari ka.
Tignan natin.
Oo. But doppelgangers are used by heads of state, yung mga high profile. Putin has a madaming doppelganger.
Attorney Galicia.
Okay, thank you.
Yun.
Attorney Galicia yun. The presidents have doppelgangers.
Body double.
Oo. Body doubles. I mean, mas lalo na pag may threat to life yung isang...
Pero yung mga galawan nito ni Alice, parang pang pelikula talaga no?
Hindi, pero si Alice Go is a mayor of a municipal, di ba? Municipality. So parang, ba't mo kailangan ng
Hindi kasi nga,
body
di ba,
double?
pinaghahanap na siya lalo na nung time na
I'm saying
sa Senate hearing.
legally, he don't need a body double, di ba?
Ginawa niya yun. Kaya nga mga galawan niya pang pelikula, kita mo naman yung kwentuhan niya, yung story niya na anak siya ng kasambahay, hindi niya kilala
Teacher
yung
Rubilin.
tatay niya, yung nanay niya, sorry, tapos yung lumaki siya sa farm, tapos ito may body double.
Grew up sa pig farm lang, simpleng tao na may,
Mahirap,
na may 28
oo.
billion pesos.
Oo.
Wow. Sana ganun din ako kasimple. Mas simple pa, para doble ng 28 billion pesos. Ay,
Alright,
nako.
sige, let's continue with our countdown. Sitting
at the fourth spot is about the Marcos administration. The administration's net satisfaction rating has improved to a good positive 40 based on the latest social weather station survey. This is up by 11 points from the moderate positive 29 recorded in March of 2024. 62% of adult Filipinos expressed satisfaction with the Marcos administration's performance. 15% were neither satisfied nor dissatisfied, and 22% were dissatisfied with the administration's general performance. President Marcos said the latest poll results serve as a motivation for the government to continue delivering and improving effective service to the public. Iba po ito sa iba po ito sa actual survey directly sa President. You're talking about the way the public service, the whole administration. For example, pupunta ka ng DSWD, di ba? Satisfied ka ba sa handling or sa DFA? So overall yan. I don't know.
If you can see also daw sa may bandang Mindanao, which is mababa before this survey, tumaas, merong pagtaas din doon.
So
which
let's
is, we
see.
all know naman kung saan yung Mindanao, bailiwick ng mga dali yan.
I want to see kung pasok dito yung paghuli kay Kiboy, kay Alice Go.
What kind of question
Ano yung period?
ginamit dito sa survey na to?
No, tsaka anong period covered nito? Kasi if this is covered na sila Apollo Kibuloy na nahuli and si Alice Go, then it makes sense, di ba? About this. Pero let's check it out.
Definitely hindi pa kasama dito yung sa Duran-Duran concert.
No, but that Duran-Duran concert will not affect the administration's satisfaction or performance rating. It will affect yung direct survey
Kay
President Bongbong Marcos. Because tendency historically na pag na nagpapahiwalay ang ganun. Kay PRRD noon, President Rodrigo Duterte always maintained this popularity. Pero yung performance ng kanyang gobyerno medyo bumababa.
Totoo. Totoo yan. Oo. Nako, sige, tignan natin ha. Ito pa, alamin natin yung susunod natin sa countdown. Coming in at our top 3, Pastor Apollo Kibuloy pleads not guilty to charges of qualified human trafficking and child abuse. Here's the report.
Self-proclaimed son of God, Apollo Kibuloy finally faced the court on Friday. He came out in prison clothes and restrained at the Pasig Regional Trial Court. When asked how he was, Kibuloy said he's doing good. Four of his most trusted aides also appeared for their arraignment. Crescente Canada, Jacqueline Roy, Ingrid Canada, and Sylvia Semañez are all facing the non-bailable offense of qualified human trafficking. After charges against Kibuloy and company were read, they entered the plea of not guilty. The preacher's legal team filed one motion after another before the Pasig RTC. They want their client transferred from the PNP Custodial Center in Camp Crame to the Armed Forces. The court rejected this, while the Defense Department dismissed the idea.
Yung mga aligasyon po laban sa mga akusado ay pawang mga heinous crimes na nasasaklaw po ng jurisdiction ng ating mga civil courts. It's not part of the mandate of the AFP. Lalo na po ngayon na we're shifting our focus from internal security operations to territorial defense. Limitado lang po talaga ang law enforcement authority ng AFP.
Kibuloy's team also want him detained at the Veterans Memorial Medical Center in Quezon City, citing health issues. The court then ordered the police to have him examined by government doctors.
If there is a need to really regularly monitor yung kanyang health and medical condition, the PNP General Hospital is just a few meters away from the custodial center.
For now, Kibuloy will remain at the PNP Custodial Center, while his 4 co-accused will be transferred to the Pasig City Jail since there is no apparent threat to their security. Before leaving the Pasig City Hall of Justice, Kibuloy had this short message to his supporters. Over at the Quezon City Regional Trial Court, Kibuloy and the other defendants also entered a not guilty plea via video conference. This is for another case involving child and sexual abuse.
Di ba, umihirit pa siya ng mga house arrest, hospital arrest, kasi matanda na siya.
Yung hospital arrest, pwede man i-validate ng doctors. Pero any possible courtesy na sana pwedeng ibigay, dapat nawala yan when he has aggravating circumstances sa paghuli niya. Kasi kung sumuko siya ng kusa, may mitigating circumstances sana yon na mitigate yung harshness ng court so they could give him a little leeway. Eh ngayon, aggravated na yung issue niya. Pinatagal niya.
Tapos 'di ba, pa siya, nagyayabang pa siya even before that, before the arrest, yung kinokontempt pa lang siya sa Senate.
Oo.
Diba? Tapos may pa, ano pa siya, ano yun, yung nagbubugtong-bugtong pa siya, yung mga hulaan kung nasaan siya.
Actually, ano nga, may mga ibang, hindi ko alam kung sino nagpalabas ng mga posting sa social media, if it's likening him to Jesus Christ sa panahon ni Pontius Pilato.
Most probably, that's his supporters.
Na unjustly, unjustly being persecuted, diba? Tapos pinapakita na si Jesus may buhat na cross. Tapos pinapakita siya na naka-Kevlar.
Okay.
Wala lang.
Supporters yan eh.
Oo,
Wala ka namang
ikwento
ibang
ko.
ma-expect doon kundi ganyan dahil
Ikwento.
syempre that's why
Pero
it's called
ang difference kasi
supporters.
dyan, si Jesus, di ba, taas ng sword si St. Peter, pinababa ni Jesus, sumuko ng kusa. Hindi siya nagtago.
Hindi nagtago ng matagal.
Hindi nagtago si Jesus at all. Oo.
Di ba?
Okay.
Tsaka ngayon kasi maraming mga supposedly, allegedly victims ang
Apo niya ata, di ba?
Oo, ang lumilitaw ngayon at willing to testify against him doon sa mga kaso.
Siya po, di ba, lumalabas ulit yung mga postings ng mga apo niya speaking out against him. Oo. Ayun. So, madami pa. Mas lalo na as the trial or the case will begin,
But
nakikita
it
mo
is
madaming
expected
info.
naman na
It is
mag-plead siya
expected
ng,
na not guilty. Oh, alam mo man, nagtago siya tapos guilty ang ilalagay niya. Defeats the purpose of yung pinaglalaban niya. Anyway, don't go away. We're not done yet. May dalawa pa tayo. Stay with us.
May guest tayo mamaya.
Welcome back. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Ang daming topics today from Kiboy to Alice Go to Teresa Magbanua. Daming missing Harry Roque. Ewan ko kung nahanap na.
Finding Harry
Finding
Roque.
Harry Roque pala, sorry. And of course, thank you sa mga lahat ng viewers natin who are giving their comments, their suggestions, their guesses, di ba?
Oo, kung
Sino-sino ba yung mga yon? Sino ba yung mga yun?
Ito yung Reyes family, laging nanonood sa atin. Special mention na natin si Baste, wag daw siyang pasaway. Wag makulit.
Mayor Baste?
Hindi,
Kalong?
iba.
Iba, okay,
Oo,
okay.
dito sa Reyes family.
Okay.
Good morning po. Ayan.
Yan, good morning sa inyong lahat. Oo.
Sino pa ba?
Mina Benales, of course, of the Jesse Miguel's family. We have
Teka, nawala
Gary
yung
Field,
kopya ko.
our ever-loyal Gary Field, and Ralph Domingo, of course, and Mig Zebron. Oo, laging ever since loyal na sa atin mga viewers na yan.
Tita Esther Abaya.
Tita Esther Arbay, good morning. Si Vlad, good morning po. Sino pa ba? Mother Earth, happy birthday. Mio, belated happy birthday.
Ayun, sige, let's continue with our countdown.
Going straight to our top two, the Justice Department is set to file a qualified human trafficking case this week against Alice Go and her business partners. According to the DOJ, among those to be charged is the alleged Pogo big boss Wang Jiang. This comes after the Supreme Court approved the DOJ's request to transfer the hearing from Capas Tarlac to Pasig. The agency says they are confident that sufficient evidence was found leading to the continuation of the case. At sikat na sikat ng Pasig pag taga-salo ng transfer, no? Pastor, kay Apollo Kibuloy.
Kasi hindi po pwede taga dun
Hindi, si Apollo Kibuloy from Davao to Pasig din.
Oo.
Malaki siguro ang ang court area. Yun.
Pero ayun, kasi 'di ba pinagtatalunan nga kasi over the weekend yung ang tawag dito kung saan dadalhin nga yan si Alice Go. At saka we can expect more cases will be filed against her. Dahil pasimula pa lang to doon sa maraming mga kaso na kanyang kakaharapin aside sa pagdinig nga, yung pagpunta naman niya sa mga pagdinig sa Senate. And I think ang Congress is also asking if she can attend the hearing doon naman sa yung Quadcom committee nila.
Sino kaya yung big boss? Yung si Wang Ziyang kaya? Siya kaya yung sinasabi ng tumulong kay Alice Go na nagbantaan yung dalawa tapos yung
Ikaw
dulo?
ba, do you believe walang tumulong na Pinoy dyan?
Na hindi. Paano ka, alam mo kung foreigner ka, may galamay ka dito sa loob.
Exactly.
And in order to pull off something like that, you need several, kahit hindi directly natutulong ka, but you need several people to look away. May checkpoints ka, may border checkpoints ka, meron kang marina, may Coast Guard ka na nagbabantay ng tubig, di ba?
Kaya kailangan talaga lalaliman yung background tsaka record check dito kay Alice Go and yung lahat ng mga galamay niya, di ba? Dahil I don't think she's working alone in this, di ba?
Wala nga siyang
parang
kailangan
it takes a village eh.
Simple lang naman daw siya. Oo.
Mas marami pang, parang feeling ko may bigger fish pa.
Tapos may accusation against her na apparently daw she's offering parang 1 billion.
Yes, that's from former Senator Panfilo Lacson.
Oh, she's offering 1 billion sa mga katulong sa kanya. That's a lot of money, ah.
Oo,
1
isipin
billion.
mo, alam ko naka-freeze na yung ibang assets niya, 'di ba? And then
Yeah,
yet
pero
you
alam
still
mo,
have 1 billion.
if you're anticipating several cases like this to happen to you, mayroon backup money yan. Oo. All of these
We're
people.
not born yesterday.
Well, I'm not saying kasi she's still not, hindi pa nare-resolve cases niya, but most fugitives from the law have backup plans already na in-anticipate mo kasi yung finances mo, i-freeze talaga yan eh. Oo. So mag-withdraw ka na.
Yung doon sa nangyayari naman ngayon, no, balik tayo doon sa nangyayari sa Senate, nagkakaroon ng ang tawag dito, parang argument doon kung papayagan ba siya sa Senate, sa executive session or not. Kasi most of the senators doon, specifically si Senator Win Gatchalian, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Jingo Estrada, gusto nila sabihin na doon yung mga sagot doon sa mga tinatanong nila. Gusto naman ni Alice Go mag-executive session para mas masabi niya lahat.
Pero I'm inclined to go with yung Senator Bato on this issue na he's thinking like a policeman. May information ka na eh. Diba? Kaysa umatras ka pa because natatakot ka talaga to say it out in public, mas lalo na pag napakalaking sindikato ang kalaban mo. Kahit naman saan ka magtago, if you're up against a big group, ay may very limited ang galaw mo. So, go to executive session.
That's why ang sinasabi nung legal counsel niya.
Get the information kaagad.
Oo, sinasabi ni Attorney Stephen
David.
If this hearing is really for
the truth.
In aid of legislation, papayag sila sa executive session.
Why do you need all this important information out in the open? Sinasabi ng iba, bakit? Kasi malapit ng eleksyon?
Hindi natin alam yan. Pero syempre tayo bilang
kaysa mawala
sa publiko, syempre gusto natin malaman
hindi, pero the point is,
yun nga. Hindi natin makukuha yan. I don't think makukuha yan.
The point is,
ganun.
get the information kaysa mawala. Di ba?
Tapos sabihin nyo na lang mag-leak yung source. Okay, sige, let's continue with our countdown. And for our top story, that's about BRP Teresa Magbanua. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin assured the public that BRP Teresa Magbanua will return to Escoda Shoal after it was pulled out from the contested area last week. But who will guard the shoal against foreign forces? Here's the report.
After 5 months of guarding our territory against reported illegal Chinese activities, BRP Teresa Magbanua has left Escoda Shoal. Based from the data of the automatic identification system, BRP Teresa Magbanua left the shoal on Friday. She sailed to Sulu Sea but temporarily stopped at Puerto Princesa Port to have her crew members avail medical assistance. Executive Secretary and National Maritime Council Chairman Lucas Bersamin confirmed this report. He added that BRP Teresa Magbanua will get some repair. Recall that vessels from the Chinese Coast Guard rammed BRP Teresa Magbanua multiple times on August 31st. The ship also reached critical level after China's multiple attempts to block our resupply mission. Bersamin ensured that BRP Teresa Magbanua will go back to Escoda Shoal after she gets resupplied and repaired. Defense analyst Jose Antonio Custodio warned that China might continue occupying Escoda Shoal if no Philippine ship is monitoring the area.
That is important because if not, it will repeat the mistakes of Scarborough Shoal, wherein the Pinoy administration withdrew the vessel thinking that the Chinese would act in good faith. Instead, the Chinese stayed permanently and they've been there since 2012.
The National Maritime Council claimed that a new Philippine vessel will be deployed there immediately. China has been claiming Escoda Shoal as part of their territory. But since it is 75 nautical miles or 140 kilometers from Palawan, Escoda Shoal is clearly part of our exclusive economic zone.
If you were to analyze the fleet of the Coast Guard, yung kaparehas ng Teresa Magbanua is yung si BRP Melchora Aquino. Same size, almost same size sila, same classification. So logically, if you were to send over another ship to replace Teresa Magbanua, it would be Melchora Aquino. But ang sabi kasi ni Commodore J. Tariela, yung Melchora Aquino is nakapwesto sa ibang part ng West Philippine Sea, also manning the area. So, critical na nandun siya. Tapos number 2, yung desalination system pala kasi ng Teresa Magbanua nasira. For context, yung desalination system, it takes in salt water and then makes it into potable water for our crew members so that they can have
Kaya nga, di ba, may mga
water to drink,
dehydration issues yung mga crew. Kaya daw, isa sa mga reasons bakit nila tinanggal muna o inalis ang Teresa Magbanua. Pero, syempre, on the other side of the fence, mapapaisip ka, inalis nila itong Teresa Magbanua na to sa Escoda Shoal. Ito ay naka-station dyan since April, if I'm not mistaken. Inalis nila to right after nagkaroon ng BCM or yung bilateral consultation mechanism with China, 'di ba, last week. So, syempre, sinasabi nila yung timing ng pagpapaalis, 'di ba, dito sa or doon sa ng BRP ang tawag ito, Teresa Magbanua sa Escoda Shoal, 'di ba? Tapos bakit hindi na lang nila palitan muna, tsaka nila inalis, maglagay ng panibago, tsaka inalis yung mga ganun.
Hindi daw ata kasi makapasok yung ibang ships natin
Anyway. Pero sige, to get more insights about this, we have former Defense Secretary and Senator Orly Mercado via Zoom.
Good morning, Ka Orly. Thank you once again for joining us on
Good morning
Brunch.
sa inyong dalawa.
Ayun.
Yes, Ka Orly, ano po thoughts natin sa BRP Teresa Magbanua leaving Escoda Shoal? Citing po, hindi po siya seaworthy at sira daw yung desalination system.
Well, whatever it is, talagang dapat ang primordial concern natin, yung pinaka-importanting concern natin is presence.
Yeah.
Mahaba niya labanan yan eh. It's sino ba who can maneuver, outflank, and outsmart each other. So it's all what they call presence
Yes.
in the South China Sea, in the maritime zone, which is our exclusive use. No? Sa akin, yung mga bickerings about this and that, technicalities, utakan yan eh. Kaya tayo merong permanenteng dahil naisahan natin sila. Pero naisahan din tayo doon dyan sa Scarborough Shoal. Kaya ang importante, let's not focus on, let's take advantage of everything. And let us not have a mindset that inuunahan natin ang takot eh. Baka magalit yan, baka magpula, baka magprotesta, etc. They're walking all over us eh.
That's right.
So, ang sagot lang dyan eh. Kung ganyan ang treatment nyo sa amin, talagang we will just have to find all and every means by which we can assert our presence. That's the important thing.
Totoo. Ka-Orly, you mentioned major concern natin is to assert our presence there sa Escoda Shoal. Ngayon tinanggal po nila yun. Dapat po ba naglagay muna sila ng kapalit bago nila inalis yung Teresa Magbanua as doon sa sinasabi nila na concern na may mga kailangan gawin doon sa Teresa Magbanua?
Sa akin, ang tingin ko naman dyan eh, we leave it to the operational people on the ground. Pero in this, in the sea, it's not on the ground. But you have to trust our people whether they're Navy or Coast Guard. Kasi sila may appreciation ng sitwasyon eh. May mga dahilan kung bakit siguro pinupull out yan. And people who are out there, out of the area of conflict or struggle, we should allow them to be creative, yung mga taong naroroon, to do what they, ang importante, we provide them the support, whatever they need. And we must provide that support timely. Now, if there is a new thing that they can come up with, a new tactic that will further our purpose and our position, then we should give leeway to these efforts that are being done.
Ka-Orly, you mentioned a new tactic. It was mentioned po a few weeks back and also a month ago that possibly baka pwede lang at least man lang escortan tayo ng isang US Navy ship going back to secure the area. What's your thought on that?
Yeah, that's still a technical thing that we leave the military to decide. Pero as a citizen, sa akin, tama naman yung position ng gobyerno na we use up everything short of asking for help. It's not like, it's like, there's a bully in the playground, pero tawagin mo nga yung, tatawagin natin yung kuya natin martial arts practitioner. Pero you don't want him to get into the fray at once. At least the thing is that they should know that he is around. He can help you. And then, try your best to solve it on your own. Kasi, dapat ang nasa isip natin in the final analysis, sa takbo ng oras at saka panahon, tayo lang ang maaasahan natin. Only the Filipino can really protect the Philippine interest. Ngayon, we are a mismatch. But sabi ko nga, ang dami naman mga mismatch na ang David ang nananalo Ang Vietnam, tinalo ang France, tinalo ang China, tinalo ang US, tinamo ang Ukraine. Nahihirapan ngayon, pero in the end, hopefully, matalo nila yung... Ang daming mga sitwasyon na yan. Let us not be fearful of finding our strength. But our strength now is that we have the international community.
I think we lost
Si
Ka-Orly
Sayang,
there
maganda yung
for
sinasabi.
technical difficulties.
Oo, maganda.
So hopefully we can get him back.
Ka-Orly, well, the last thing Ka-Orly said was international community can be our strength, which is one of the things we can bank on kasi medyo madami-dami ang pumapanig po sa cause natin. We have Japan, we have Australia, we have Germany.
US, of course.
We have the US. So
Australia.
now, how we can,
Ngayon,
how
ang
we can
tanong
leverage this support from the international community is the question.
And tsaka yung support din ng ASEAN.
Oo.
Diba? Ayun
Ayun,
yun.
si Ka-Orly.
We have him back. Ka-Orly.
Ka-Orly, you were saying po about the support of international community.
Well, sa akin, ang tingin ko in terms of the public, the international community, maganda naman ang role na nakikita ng ginagawa natin Hindi tayo, nagpro-protesta tayo among the ASEAN countries that have also some questions with like Vietnam, etc., Malaysia, Brunei, kahit Indonesia. Tayo yung pinakamaingay kasi tayo ang nasa frontline ngayon, hindi naman natin maaasahan yung ibang mga miyembro ng ASEAN na walang katulad ng Laos, landlocked yan. Wala namang dagat yan. Walang appreciation sa natin yan, sa plight natin. Yun naman mga iba, yung mga Cambodia, Myanmar, may border yan sa China. Depende sila sa China in many ways, no? So the issue here is that we should continue to cultivate our cooperation with these other ASEAN countries that are affected. Former Senior Justice of the Supreme Court, Antonio Carpio, has indicated dapat yan talagang mag-agreement na tayo with Vietnam, with Malaysia, with and have stronger. Total nandiyan naman ang Amerikano nakabang yan. Pag tayo ay ginalaw with violence sa ating mga public vessels, they are mandated and they know and they have already give us the assurance. But to ask for help immediately, nagigirian lang tayo, siguro hindi pa naman panahon. Baka pwede rin na ipakita natin sa mundo ng pasensyoso tayo, but may hangganan.
Pero dun po sa usapin po ng timing, na sinasabi po nila na nangyari po itong pag-alis, pagtanggal nila, pagkuha sa Teresa Magbanua sa Escoda Shoal right after matapos yung BCM, yung bilateral consultation mechanism between China and the Philippines. Your thoughts on that?
Alam mo, mahirap magpapaniwala sa China Sila nung nasa Washington nangako yung kanilang presidente, Xi Jinping, na hindi may militarize in the past, militarize ang kanilang mga outpost doon. Pero ngayon, nakita natin kung anong ginawa. So sa akin, politika yan eh. Sa politika, to further their interest, hindi nakapagtataka na magsalita yan ng dalawang dila. Talagang nag-aati yung dila niya, parang ahas yun eh. At naghaharap ng lusot ng layan. That's expected. That's the realistic. I'm a realist in terms of political dynamics. Kaya sa akin, utakan niya, sige, okay, naisahan niyo kami, magre-reklamo, etc. Sa atin, inuunahan natin kaagad, paano ito, paano baka mamaya mag-protest, magalit, etc. Protesta tayo ng protesta, walang nangyayari. Kailangan we should ratchet it up. Now, we will lose the support of other nations also if we are too belligerent. Kaya we have to show that we are committed to a peaceful resolution. However, we are asking China to follow the tenets of international law. And the international law is on our side on this issue.
Alright, on that note, maraming salamat po uli sa inyong oras. That was former Defense Secretary Orly Mercado. So susunod po ulit.
Thank you.
Oo, diba? Kasi
Good points.
Oo, good points. Kasi sinasabi nila yung timing right after ng BCM, tas ganito, baka naman meron na namang gentleman's agreement. But of course, let's now circle back to the second apparent assassination attempt against Donald Trump. The gunman fired and targeted Trump at his golf club in Florida on Sunday, U.S. time. The suspect fled in an SUV, which was later intercepted on Interstate 95 by the Martin County Sheriff's Office. Authorities are still determining the motive of the gunman. Meanwhile, Trump says he is now safe and well. U.S. President Joe Biden says he is relieved that Trump was unharmed. He underscored that there is no place for political violence in the U.S. U.S. Vice President and Trump's contender for presidency, Kamala Harris, also says she's glad that he's safe.
Parang election is one of the most violence in modern times, ha? But you have
tightest race in U.S. history, U.S. elections history, and then parang yung
very violent. Usually kasi in modern times, wala nang ganito, except yung unfortunate incident kay former PM Shinzo Abe. Diba, Abe Shinzo, diba, he was assassinated nga. But I don't recall any other presidential candidate.
Hindi kaya stage yung kay Trump sa pangalawa?
I don't think so. Kasi
dahil para madisimula yung naging usapan sa debate.
Well, that's a very heavy accusation to rely on. I don't think President Donald Trump would play with that, knowing pag nahuli siya, that's the end of him. Number two, if it was staged, you would have killed the actual person in a setup. But he was caught alive eh.
Naglalaro lang naman tayo ng mga possibilities.
Naku, ayoko yan. Baka may mag-doorbell na CIA sa bahay.
Ay, hindi lang. Seko, baka daw.
Sabihin ko siya, sabi nun. Wala po akong kilala.
Wala ka talaga, iiwanan mo ko sa ere. Kilala kita.
CIA na yung kausap eh.
Okay, ganyan pala tayo.
Nagbibiroon, ito na naman.
And that wraps up. Ikaw na. That wraps up today's episode of Brunch. Join us again tomorrow. I'm Angela Lagunzad-Castro. And he's Angelo Castro III. We are One News, all sides, all the time. Happy birthday, Mama!